Yeah. Some of the best energy and commitment that we've seen across social media for NHS Change Day, in fact across the whole Change Day movement, have been some just fantastic grassroots campaigns and ideas that are really motivating and inspiring people, but also doing things that will make a palpable difference. And of all of the ones that we've seen this year, one of the most striking is the Whose Shoes campaign. And I'm absolutely delighted to be here with Gill and Ken from Whose Shoes. Jill, for people who aren't familiar with Whose Shoes, just tell them what the campaign's about.
Well, we've come buzzing really straight from a Who Shoes workshop where we've just got whoever rocks up at the table sitting around talking to each other about things that matter. And today, obviously, we're theming it around issues to do with people living with dementia.
Yeah.
So I was absolutely delighted to work with not just Ken, also Chris Roberts, who've both got young onset dementia themselves and break every stereotype.
Yes.
And we've been talking to them and linking to my NHS Change Day pledge, which is to connect people together. Ken has met Chris for the first time. They're similar age. They're both bikers, and they've come together as friends.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best outcomes I can get.
Brilliant. It's all about making connections.
It's
isn't
all
it?
about making
So
connections.
there's one more connection that we've made just today.
And our pledge is to get people across the world linking up
Yes.
to talk to each other and to make friends and to actually have a voice so that people with dementia can speak out in their own right.
Exactly.
As well as obviously the very important voice of carers and everybody else.
Exactly.
So it's a very inclusive philosophy.
Yeah.
And also to recognise the difficulties for managers, frontline staff, and get everybody to kind of drop the barriers.
Yes.
and get working together.
Yeah. Yeah. Ken, if I could ask you, just on a personal level, what does the Whose Shoe campaign, what does it mean to you?
It gives me a voice. It allows me to talk to people, raise awareness of dementia and the fact that dementia really isn't a death sentence, a mental death sentence. It doesn't change anything. You're still exactly the same person. And I think it's a very important message for people to appreciate, whether they're somebody with dementia or whether they're a carer or even a medical professional.
Yeah. And I understand you've got a particular idea, haven't you, about what should happen when before people leave hospital or a diagnosis, haven't you?
Yes. Well, when the doctor diagnoses you, he has a very small slot to tell you, and he will say to you, "I'm very sorry, Mr. or Mrs. whatever, you have dementia." And the answer you will say to him then is, "Well, what can I do?" And the doctor's saying, "Well, nothing." I think that's wrong, and I think a situation should be created whereby at that moment you're given the opportunity to go and have a chat, a cup of tea with somebody who's living successfully with a condition, so that you still have some hope. You know your life isn't over. You can do things and have a nice cup of tea.
Yeah.
I think that could be wonderful.
Yeah.
And I will work to try and create a situation where that happens.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Ken has written a blog and he finds it really difficult reading and writing, and he's written his 12 very positive coping strategies that he uses, and they'll be individual to him, but they'll also share a message for other people for living well with dementia. How good is that?
Brilliant.
And it's on our blog page yesterday for NHS Change.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so we want everybody who's a Change Day supporter to go and read Ken's blog and just have an insight into something that is an amazing and growing problem across the country. Now, one of the things we'd also like to remind everybody is that Change Day pledging is open until the 31st of March, and of course anybody can go and join your pledge, can't they, Jill? And simply just show some support and solidarity. So thank you very much for all your help for 2014, and Ken, thank you very much for talking to us, and we very much look forward to building on it for 2015.
Brilliant.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.